Disclaimer: this video discusses the death of a minor and may be emotionally difficult to watch. All information shared is based on publicly available and confirmed reports at the time of recording. Viewer discretion is advised.
Police tape stretched across a residential area near Patetown and Oakwood Roads in Goldsboro.
He's not conscious, not breathing.
Emergency dispatch recordings show first responders were called to the scene of a shooting Sunday afternoon. A woman at the scene told WRAL the victim was her 13-year-old daughter. Police have not yet confirmed the victim's age or identity.
She was loving. She was in middle school. She was a good kid. She didn't deserve this.
13 years old. Let that sink in for a second. 13 is supposed to be about growing up, not growing old too fast. It's supposed to be about school, music, laughing too loud, texting friends, and dreaming about who you want to be one day. But for Jaleah Tune, those dreams were stolen. Today, we are talking about the tragic death of 13-year-old Jaleah Tune, a child whose life ended far too soon and whose story deserves more than silence. She was 13 years old, someone's daughter, someone's baby, someone who should still be here. She had a future that will now never be lived, and loved ones who are left carrying unimaginable grief. No matter the circumstances, nothing can justify the loss of a child's life. According to reported information, Jaleah Tune was attacked in a violent ambush. Reports state that two 16-year-olds and one 15-year-old allegedly jumped out from bushes and opened fire, striking Jaleah. The fact that children are accused of killing another child has left many people stunned and struggling to understand how something like this could happen. Imagine how scared she must have been. Imagine how unfair this was. And then remember, she should still be alive.
Still an active scene here in Goldsboro, just off of Patetown Road. You can see investigators back here looking at evidence where a shooting was reported at about 4:40 this afternoon. Police telling us they're still working to confirm what happened. Just 4 days before Christmas, police tape stretched across a residential area near Patetown and Oakwood Roads in Goldsboro.
He's not conscious, not breathing.
Emergency dispatch recordings show first responders were called to the scene of a shooting Sunday afternoon. A woman at the scene told WRAL the victim was her 13-year-old daughter. Police have not yet confirmed the victim's age or identity.
She was loving. She was in middle school. She was a good kid. She didn't deserve this.
Whitney Tune says gun violence has been a persistent concern in the area and says this loss is devastating for her family and the community.
I'm heartbroken. My daughter's gone. Christmas is around the corner. She didn't deserve this. She's a little girl. She's not coming home. It doesn't matter where she live, where she be at. It shouldn't have happened. And there's other little kids out here that it's in danger as well with the violence.
Police tell me this is still an active investigation and they're not releasing the victim's age or any suspect information at this time. In Goldsboro, I'm Liz McLaughlin, WRAL News.
Well, some community leaders in Goldsboro are working on a plan to try to curb teen gun violence following the death of a 13-year-old.
3 teens are in jail tonight charged with her murder. CBS 17's Baron James is live where the shooting happened. And Baron, you spoke with the victim's family, and since we last saw you, I can see where the memorial behind you is grown a bit.
It truly is, Russ and Angela. In fact, friends and family are here now. They've been coming out throughout the day here to this memorial, very distraught, as you would imagine, trying to make any sense of what they say appears to be a senseless crime of teen-on-teen gun violence that happened just days before Christmas.
She's a bubbly young lady, always smiling.
Family and friends of Jaleah Tune, nicknamed Lily, started placing flowers Monday in her memory here on Alpha Court in North Goldsboro, where police say gunfire rang out.
Saw her laying over there, Lily. I saw her laying over there under the sheet, and, you know, I was condoling the family and showing support with them. So it was kind of rough last night.
Lily's aunt identified and shared this photo of her niece, who was a 7th grader and cheerleader at Wayne Academy. Goldsboro police came here just outside the Alpha Arms Apartments around 4:30 Sunday afternoon and found the 13-year-old girl suffering from a gunshot wound. Wayne County EMS pronounced her dead on the scene. Investigators arrested the 3 teen suspects on Monday, 2 16-year-old boys and a 15-year-old boy. Each is charged with first-degree murder and felony conspiracy, which under the law means police believe this was a planned act of violence, and so do the victim's family.
I was talking to the Goldsboro police officers, and I said I had 2 people that walked in the back of the building back there.
Who were acting suspiciously?
Right, they was acting suspicious.
Lily's aunt told CBS 17 that the child, her 14-year-old sister, and several other boys and girls were walking along here when the shooters jumped out of these woods and opened fire. Now community leaders are stepping up to try to stop the teen-on-teen gun violence.
So I want to do a mentor program for teens, girls, and a big brother, big sister program for, I think they just need more mentorship.
And back out here live, as you mentioned, Russ, this memorial to Lily continues to grow with flowers and stuffed animals. And her aunt tells me Lily also has presents still under the Christmas tree that she'll never get to open now. Police say the teen suspects are locked up in the Pitt Juvenile Detention Center in Greenville. We're live in Goldsboro, Wayne County. Baron James, CBS 17.
You know, Lauren, the family of the victim identifying her as 13-year-old Jaleah Tune. Her tragic death comes just days before Christmas. Her family telling me there are gifts under the tree that she'll never get to open.
She was my miracle baby. She was premature. She was born 3 months early. She was 2 pounds, 5 ounces. And she came home 2012, right before Christmas. And then she left right before Christmas.
Planning her daughter's funeral was not how Whitney Brown Tune expected to spend the week of Christmas. Overwhelmed with grief, the mother of 4 spoke with me about her 13-year-old daughter, Jaleah.
She's a helper. She's friendly, smart, bubbly. Just had this personality that, you know, it's gonna be hard. We're not gonna get back.
Goldsboro police arresting 3 teenage boys in connection to Jaleah's death. They say the 13-year-old was killed just after 4:30 Sunday afternoon in the 200 block of Alpha Court.
I held her in her last moments.
Jaleah's 14-year-old sister, Jaleah, held her as she took her final breath. She told me they walked with friends to get something to eat. On the way home, she says a group of boys that she didn't know jumped out the bushes and started shooting. She frantically turned around, looking for her sister, and that's when she saw Jaleah had been shot.
She looked so scared, like I was scared myself because I hate to have to see her like that. And it was like all on my hands. I didn't want to wipe it off because it's like I still felt her presence. But I still felt that she was with me.
Loved ones affectionately called Jaleah Lily, telling me she was your average 7th grader who had a big personality. Jaleah today wearing her sister's favorite hoodie because she says it's the closest they'll ever be to one another.
She didn't deserve this at all. Like, people are very cruel because now I have to live on without my sister.
And Goldsboro police say the 16-year-old suspects make their first court appearance today. The 15-year-old suspect will make his tomorrow. And of course, police say this remains an active investigation. Reporting live in Goldsboro, Akilah Davis, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
The fact that children are accused of killing another child has left many people stunned and struggling to understand how something like this could happen. Imagine how scared she must have been. Imagine how unfair this was. And then remember, she should still be alive. Rest in peace, Jaleah Tune. You were only 13 and your life mattered. To her family, your pain is seen. To everyone watching, don't let her be forgotten.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Crime the Eway for more stories like these.